Welcome to everyone. This is Eliezer. Today we are going to discuss about the basics of past perfect tense. Before that, if you are not yet subscribed to our channel, you can subscribe and click on the bell icon button in the subscribe button. Okay, let us move on to the topic. What is a past perfect tense? So past perfect tense is used for the actions that started and finished in the past before another action initiated. So one action is being initiated while another action had been completed. Okay, so one action and another one action, two actions simultaneously happened in the same past tense, and it was completed. Both of them were completed in the past. Okay, so in order to indicate the past actions, past completed actions in the we are representing the past perfect tense. Okay, so past perfect tense is the part of the perfect tense. It expresses the completed actions before the another action being initiated. Okay, so completed actions in the past. Present perfect tense means completed actions in the present, just now or just before, like that. But completed actions in the past, in the case of past perfect tenses, some years ago or some days ago. Okay, it might be completed. Past perfect tense format of past perfect tense is followed with the had plus past participle. Okay, had means auxiliary verb, so auxiliary verb plus past participle. Okay, so here this diagram representing past, present, future. So here the representing the activity of past perfect tense. So first a completed activity, then another activity is beginning. Okay, so two activities happened in the past, same past, and completed. Okay, so here the format of past perfect tenses: subject plus had form plus past participle of the verb. Let us discuss in the next slide in detail. Past perfect tense so indicates the finished or completed actions of the past. So let us discuss three format of past perfect tense: positive form, negative form, and then the question form. First one, positive form. In positive form, subject will come first plus auxiliary verb plus V3. So this auxiliary verb is common to all the subject. Okay, in past tense, under the past tense, past perfect tense, had form. Okay, in present perfect tense, have for the plural subject, has for the singular subject. But in the case of past perfect tense, only had form is used in all the singular as well as plural subjects. Okay, so here the subject plus had form plus V3. The players had lost the heart before the match finished. Okay, negative form, just not, add not to the positive form. That's all. Okay, and then the question form is followed by the auxiliary verb plus subject plus V3 form, past participle. Had the players lost heart before the match finished? Okay, so here the finished action and initiated actions. Two actions are available, but these two actions had been completed in the past. Okay. So past tense in all the singular as well as plural subjects. I have told you that in all the cases had form only will be used in this tense. Okay, so singular form, first person, second person, third person; plural form, first person, second person, third person. Okay, so here in singular form, let us discuss singular form first. I had forgotten to call her. You had forgotten to call her. He had forgotten to call her. She had completed her work. She had completed the assigned task. It had completed the assigned task. Okay, so likewise, plural form, first person, second person, third person. First person is we. We had forgotten to call her. You had forgotten to complete the homework. They had forgotten to complete the homework. Okay, likewise, we can list out a lot of examples in the case of past perfect tense. Okay, completed actions in the past. Okay, so in all the subjects, no need to worry about the subjects here in the past perfect tense, because in all the cases, had form of auxiliary verb will be used. Okay, in next slide, we are going to discuss about the uses of past perfect tense. In what are the ways or in what are the areas we have to use past perfect tense. Let us see one by one. First one, for those actions which are completed before another actions initiated. Okay, so both in past, both actions have or happened in the past. Okay, so let us discuss this pictorial information. This pictorial information is giving the accents presenting the two accents in the past, not in the present. Okay, present is here, future is here. These two actions are had been happened in the past. Completed action, another action. I had never flown in an airplane before I went to London. So here one is I had never flown in an airplane. This is completed action. Before I went to London. This is another one action. This action begins. Okay, so to represent such situations we are using past perfect tense. After she had attended the college, this is the completed action. She had attended the college and attended the syllabus curriculum and everything completed successfully. She became a police officer. This is a new action. Okay, this new action is being initiated, okay, after the completion of the completed of one actions. Okay, so they had forgotten the answer until the teacher reminded them. They had forgotten the answer. This is a completed action, and teacher remaining them is new action. But both of them had been completed in the past. Okay, finished action only. So finished actions only will be represented by the past perfect tense. That's all. Okay, in the next slide, let us discuss the actions of duration before something in the past. Let us look at the example. Before that, let us look at the pictorial representation. So here past action, this action is completed, got over. Okay, this action gets completed in the past. After that, no continuation in the past. Okay, examples. I had attended the event. Okay, he completed attending the event for years, many years, without ever having to purchase tickets. Okay, so that is his policy of ticket policies. Okay, fine. I had attended the event for years. Okay, this is the completed actions. Okay, before something in the past, completed actions, something in the past. Okay, so he had admitted his fault to her repeatedly admitting his fault for doing something in the past, but it was completed. Okay, they would have never known the truth without investigating. They will never find any things without further investigations in any crimes, right? So proper investigation is needed, right? So it might be completed in the past. Some investigations were on. Likewise, we can see it in newspapers, right? Investigations are on. Okay, but later on, after some years, like that will be taken in the past. Okay, completed investigations might be completed. So investigations had been completed for such a case. Likewise, we can explain. And the last, so all those examples indicating that the action began and ended in the past. Okay, so it started in the past as well as ended in the past. In the next slide, we are going to represent the past perfect tense in conditional sentences. If class. So many people might have learned if class. So if class is very much essential for our day-to-day communication purpose. Okay, so before going into the topic conditional statements, let me introduce something about conditional statements. If class statements, type 1, type 3, type 2, type 3 is there. So let us discuss a little bit about that. Okay, so here type 1, if plus simple present tense comma will future. Okay, so first subject and predicate. In subject, if plus simple present tense will come. In predicate, will future. Okay, so if you invite me for lunch, if you invite me, so you invite, that is a simple present tense, and I will help you with your presentation. I will. So this is a future, simple future. In the next type 2, if plus simple past. If simple past comes, means the predicate sentence will begin with the would plus infinitive. Example, if we had more employees, we would work efficiently. Would form plus infinitive work. Infinitive means to work, like that. Gerund, infinitive and all we have studied, no, right? Gerund means verb plus ing. Infinitive means to plus verb, right? So more efficiently. Condition not possible to fulfill, that is the third condition. If the condition is not able to be fulfilled, then we have to use this type 3. If plus past perfect, this is in the subject, and predicate will be with would plus have plus past participle, this format. Let us see. If I had taken the bus, that is a if plus past perfect. I would have been late. I would have been past participle. Past participle is been late. Okay, if I had arrived at the bus station 8 o'clock in the evening, I would have been missed the bus, right? So likewise, we can list examples. These are the conditions. So in conditional statements, we are using past perfect tense. That's what I have planned to introduce this if class statements in all the type 1, type 2, type 3 cases. Well, let us look at the examples. If I had listened during class, I would have passed the test, right? How the if condition is applied in past perfect tense. Are you all understood? Look at the example carefully. If you had understood me, you would not be asking such questions. You would not be asking any queries, right? So, if we had called again, we would not have waited. Okay, so here the subject and this is the predicate. Subject is followed by subject plus past perfect tense, and the predicate is followed by would plus or wouldn't plus have form plus past participle. Can you understand? Okay, let us move on to the next slide. Fourth use, reported speech. Reportedly, repeatedly. The below examples indicate a speech that occurred in the past. It occurred in the past. And each of these actions is finished action, complete. It is possible that they occurred more than once or over a period of time in the past. Particularly or specifically, it might be repeated many times. It might be repetitive in nature, right? Recurrence in nature. Examples, the boss had said it would be a long day. It would be a long day. Boss had said it would be a long day. The child had wondered how many stars were in the sky. Okay, so reportedly. The student had asked another question, reportedly, right? So these are the examples which is falling under the case of reported speech, reportedly, reporting the incidents. Okay, the boss had said it would be a long day. So reporting that day as a long day. Okay, so reporting the incidents, reporting the day, reporting the official notification, official information. So likewise, we can plan for using the reported speech with the help of past perfect tense. Okay, let us move on to the next slide. This is the last use of past perfect tense for showing dissatisfaction with the past. So he might be dissatisfied in your presentations or in your extracurricular activities or any sports related activities or in your academic performance. Okay, so that may be indicated with the help of past perfect tense. Okay, unsatisfied or dissatisfied. The speaker shows dissatisfaction with the decision, with his decisions. I wish that I had returned the item. He might not be wishing the item, so that's what she is planning for, to return it soon. Okay, so he wished that he had ordered a different meal. He wished that. Okay, so in place of that, you might have ordered something else, some other thing better than this. So he might be feeling something better than this. That's what if you feel something better than anything else in the past, then you can use past perfect tense. Okay, so that is what I am giving the fifth use as dissatisfaction. You can also use for satisfaction also. Voluntary satisfaction, voluntariness. Okay, involuntariness can be used with the help of past perfect tense. We wish we had brought our dog on our vacation. Okay, he wished to have his dog on our vacation, but he couldn't. Okay, that is something happened in the past. Okay, so these are the events happened in the past with the dissatisfaction, not satisfied over the condition which happened in the past. Okay, so let us recall one more time. The uses of past perfect tense. Okay, so first use actions completed in the past before another one action begins. Two actions, one action had got completed, another one action began. Okay, so here I had never flown in an airplane. This is a completed action before I went to London. Another one action is being initiated. Okay, so in order to represent such actions, both of them completed in the past, we are representing or we are utilizing past perfect tense. Next case, actions of duration before something in the past. I had attended the event for years, many years, so some durations, but it might be completed in the past. It had been completed in the past. Okay, might be occurring repeatedly, but completed in the past. And the third uses actions in conditional statements. We are taking the conditionals, if conditional clauses for using it into past perfect tense. If I had listened to during class, I would have passed the test. Okay, I would have got success in my attempt, like that. Okay, and next one, reportedly. Okay, the boss had said it would be a long day, so reporting the about the day, reporting about the incidents, okay, to the higher officials or to the people who are highly ranked, right? Okay, next one and the last one, showing dissatisfaction with the past. Okay, so to show the dissatisfied events that happened in the past, we are taking the past perfect tense to be utilized. Okay, I wish I had returned the item. Likewise, we can make use of past perfect tense in our day-to-day life. Okay, start practicing well. Otherwise, it will never come into your mouth. And okay, it depends upon your practice. Okay, so just practice well and talk well. Okay, so you will rock. Okay, thanks for watching. This is Eliezer. I am here because I pleased to give presentation